Alright. Some of you in the group have left some very disturbing comments that I do not care for. But I am here to address them because once again, I know more about this than you. Okay? I've been a professional wizard for well over 100 years. I've been alive for a lot longer than that. So I do know what I'm talking about, unlike a bunch of you schmucks out there that subscribe to the ideology that half humans are okay to be free and walking around. I can most assuredly tell you they are not. Subhuman species, okay, that, you know what, before I begin, I'm going to get this out there in the open, before anything else. What I'm talking about today, I can see as being a little sensitive, okay? But in this day and age where being clear about something is controversial, I need to tread a little bit carefully, so I'm getting this out of the way now. What I am talking about today is something so serious that it does have to be addressed, but what I am not talking about is different types of human beings getting together and having offspring, okay? So, to put it a little bit simpler, I am not saying that a black cannot get with a white, or that a brown cannot get with a yellow. I am not saying that. I encourage that in all honesty. In fact, if you yourself are a brown or a yellow, please come talk to me. Email's in the description, okay? And a woman. That's important too. And please be over the age of 60. I do not want to be accused of robbing the cradle. And I like a little bit of wrinklage, okay? No. What I'm talking about is the notion that a half-human, half-animal is allowed to be called an intelligent species. They are not. They're stupid. And if you think they should be allowed to walk around and be free, and even worse, allowed to practice magic, you are mistaken, and you are part of the problem. I'm talking about centaurs, or satyrs, or the grossest one of all, a mermaid. Half fish, half human? Whose idea was that? Was it the fish? You ever met a fish with an opinion? Didn't think so? So what moron decided, I'm going to go spend some time with that fish, to keep it polite, because we're polite on this channel, okay? We're polite. Well, whose idea was it to take that tiny little prick, stick it inside a fish, and hope that by some magical means they come out the other side with some giant donkey dick? That's not how it works. Didn't work with horses. Doesn't work with goats. Unbelievable that someone would look at a goat and think those nasty, disgusting thoughts. I promise you, in all my years of experience, I understand that those were mistakes and should not be celebrated. They shouldn't. But you get these people, okay? You get the academic elite who think they know it all. They've seen a few things. They've cast a couple of sparks and all of a sudden they're experts. They are not, okay? And they run these institutions. One of them, you know who you are. North of the United Kingdom, you know exactly who you are. Spreading your lies, okay? They think that these half-breeds are progressive. That's part of the evolution of magic, okay? But here's the thing, is that magic does not need to be evolved, okay? It's already great, doesn't need to change, it's fine. We've had these traditions in place for a reason, for centuries. We have argued about the laws of magic, okay? We've argued within the arguments, all right? We have opinions everywhere, all over this, about what is tradition, what is good, and what should be cast aside. We've done that. And every time we came to an agreement on anything, there was always 3 opinions, 1 dissenter, and a very angry footnote that also had opinions, subject to interpretation. So do not think for a second that this has not been discussed, because it has. But also because a lot of you half-brains out there haven't been alive long enough to know the truth. And so we have to teach this shit all over again, okay? So let me be very clear. And if this is controversial, then so be it. But taking your shriveled little prick and sticking it in an animal is not going to make you better at magic. It's going to make you worse, and it makes you a disgusting human being, creating something so vile and so awful that we had to make up names for it, okay? You know, my grandmother back in the day, if she had seen this sort of nonsense where we're trying to be more accepting of these half-breeds, if she had seen this, you know what she would have said? She had one word for something like this, okay? that word was verkrachten. And that was the end of it. Those were the good old days. We don't do that anymore because we have to be soft, apparently. No. We need to take a stand, okay? And again, I'm talking about half human, half animal, okay? If it's a human and a human, that's one thing. And that's allowed. That's great. I love it, okay? But then, again, it always comes back to these academic elites. And who are they? At the end of the day, who are they? Okay? Your councils, your secret little societies that think they understand the mysterious workings of the world. Nah, I know who you are. A lot of you, at least. You're those grubby little bastards that hide whenever the sun comes out, and you steal, and you pretend like you're the best type of people because you help out with the gardening. You don't do anything good. You're an awful people. And honestly, we should get rid of them. Okay? I'm talking about the gnomes. Gnomes have been behind this half-human, half-animal propaganda for centuries. And it needs to stop. We cannot have it happening anymore. Because pretty soon, what are you going to end up with? Half bird, half human? What, you want an eagle person walking around? Or half octopus? No, you take a stand. You raise your hand right now. And you promise me that if you see anything, like any sort of propaganda, literature that says it's okay to be half human, half animal. I'm so upset I can't even talk straight right now. If you see a book that says half human, half animal is okay, you burn that book. Get rid of it. The world's better off without it. And I understand that someone of my heritage and the idea of burning a book may not exactly go hand in hand, historically speaking, but that is how strongly I feel about this, that I'm willing to make an exception one time or several times, depending on how many books are out there saying that it's okay to go out and have sex with an animal. Stop having sex with animals. You're a monster if you do. There's nothing consensual about it, and you know that. Sick, power-hungry gnomes telling you it's okay when it's not. Doesn't increase your power, it increases theirs. Oh, they love it. They want to get their grubby little hands all over the power there, don't they? Bastards. Sick, twisted bastards. Again, my name is Thaddeus Dipstaff. I've been a professional wizard for well over 100 years, and I'm here to help you get better at magic if you're willing to take it seriously and not waste your time thinking about having sex with an animal. Now, those of you in the group, you've heard me say this before. I'll say it again until the day I die. Stop having sex with animals. You're not making love. You're making tragedy and horror. That's all you're doing. So stop it. Another thing is that your comments in the group have been disgusting. I don't like it. No one likes it. No one likes talking about it. Nobody wants to know those details. Okay? So don't share it. If it's not worth sharing, don't share it. Just keep it to yourself. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, you happen to stumble on it, you can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it takes. Good. You subscribe, good for you. Great. You're going to change the world. You're super special. Wonderful job. Okay, I'm done. I got nothing else to say to you.